How you doing on this very special MushPuff Club tonight? We have ourselves a very important question. And the question that we have for you, very nice camera shot, by the way, as we see your face there. That's pretty nice. Is, are these chocolates trying to be bubes? And if they are, they got to fire and sue the shit out of the surgeon that did this to them. Good night. Why are you eating nipple chocolates?
Because nipple chocolates make the best chocolates.
Nipples do make everything better. This is true. I don't know if that's true. That doesn't feel like it's true. You think if you put nipples on most things, we wouldn't be happy about it.
Nipples are good.
Nipples are good. I agree. Could you tell we didn't have much for a cold open tonight? Yeah, let's hit the intro. We got a lot of things to talk about because we got reviews, South Park, Wheel of Time, and other things that are making me just explode with arcing Rosa-jism. But we got to start it with an intro. It started with a whisper in most places, but here, it started with an intro. Let's go, Nixy.
But ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows and you study that pimp biology.
Crashing through the walls and into your hearts. It's Dead on Dave, not so live. Welcome to the MushPuff Club. I am Dead on Dave. That is Nixy to the Nax, who's looking oh so sweet with the chocolate in her mouth. You're gonna just let it linger there. You're not gonna say hello. You're not.
Hello.
You're just gonna leave it there. Just let it hang in on your tongue, huh?
I like watching them. I like eating them back to back because it's like double goodness.
Are you trying to get them all sexed up early tonight? Like, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Just draw attention. You're taking Alicia Silverstone tips from Clueless. Draw attention to your mouth as much as possible. There's no better way to come into a stream, by the way, than Real Talk to Metaphor Messiah. There is no better way. I have come to realize that if anybody thinks there is, you're a stupid idiot. All right, I'm just saying. So we've got a few things today.
We have.
But first, I would ask you how your Thanksgiving went, but you don't celebrate Thanksgiving being, we invented it after we left your God-forsaken third world country.
You mean when you treacherous bastards all threw the tea in the water like babies and caused a mutiny and decided to leave home, basically.
We'd already left home by that point. But, we were getting tired of all the insanity behind that baseless crown of yours. But that's okay, because of the oppression that we had to endure and then eventually, finding a better path. We were able to do it the right way, and that's why we have the insanity that we have today. So thank you, England, for being so awful. Tee-hee.
You're welcome.
See, I think it's appropriate that I live in New Britain, in New England. I think it's appropriate because...
I live in Old Britain, in Old England. Ye Old England.
Ye Old. I forgot the Ye Old. You can't ever forget the Ye Old.
Ye Old England.
That's right, Ye Old England. But so how was your yesterday? I mean, does it hurt? Do you ever feel like a wound and emptiness inside of you? And since you've met me, does it feel like you've been completed again?
No.
No? Oh. No to both?
No. It's like having a brain tumor that's been cut out and then sent to another country to live and develop and become something more.
That was unnecessarily hurtful, but I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor. Oh, I'm a tumor. I don't give a fuck. We going down together, motherfucker. I like it. I like it a lot. I had aside from you guys, that was my loneliest fucking Thanksgiving I've ever had. I was like, I was a sucker enough to believe I'd get an invite somewhere. But I must be so off-putting. But I was here with you guys for like 9 hours. Not too bad.
It was a mammoth stream.
We did 7 and then a 1 and a 1. And then we still watched... and this leads us into what we're actually here for tonight. We'll start with the South Park since it's a little less fresh. It led us right into watching not just the new South Park special on Paramount. We also watched the other 2 specials, which was it was a lot of fun to watch them in order, mainly because the Paramount special really did pick up everything that the other two. Man, you're just going big tonight, huh? You got that big 2-liter big bottle. So why not a glass, heathen? Just wondering.
Because that would mean I'd have to wash a glass up.
No, man, that's a dead on Dave answer if I've ever fucking heard one.
The bottle. It comes in a bottle, so you can drink it from the bottle.
Right from the bottle. I
like
agree.
a fucking pirate.
Like a pirate, that's right. Arr! You know, we like to drink from the pirate bottles. Arr! But that's why we all have herpes. Arr, the herpes.
And the scurvy.
Yeah, the scurvy, the dog. But all you have to do is eat an orange to avoid the scurvy. Arr. I don't know if you knew that. Citrus. No scurvy. So we ended up watching South Park, and I really enjoyed it, man. The whole experience was a lot of fun, but the third one in particular, they came out swinging. You know, it's a risky idea. Spoilers, by the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you didn't leave or fucking put your sensitive fingers in your ears, now it's your fault.
It's on you.
They went huge with the time jump. I wasn't sure what we were going to get from the time jump, and we got a lot of things from the time jump, and one that made sense. A lot of character development, a lot of interesting choices. Stan probably being the biggest disastery of all of them, but my goodness, what did you think? And are you excited about the future of South Park now on Paramount?
Because we're in the future, and in the future everybody loves his job. No, do you know what? I think it was actually better for me to watch all three of them like back to back, because it felt like it genuinely felt like I was watching a big movie.
Pretty much, you're right.
It really was. It was so good, and it was like beginning, middle, end. Except it's not the end.
No, it's a new beginning.
It's not the end. It's the ... moment. It's the all is lost moment.
It was the holy God, we tricked you. This is a season premiere moment. And that's what it was. That's what this was. This was the beginning. They're not calling it a season. They're not calling it. This is not new. They're taking this out of the pages of Dragon Ball. They're taking this out of pages of many shows that have come before that are using, in some cases with Dragon Ball, now especially, they've wiped everything on the canon fucking spectrum there. But some movies were considered canon and some movies were not considered canon. This seems to be going in the direction of everything's going to be canon, but we noticed a few things. The length. I'll take an hour episode, maybe even every month. I don't know if I would take an hour long. If it's that good, I would take one of those a month rather than 4 episodes, regular episodes. I know that's 2 hours compared to 1, but that's how good that 1 hour was. They fleshed out a story and they banged it. It was really good.
I would watch an hour each episode.
Oh, I would too, but that's a lot.
I mean, you think about it. Most TV shows now that people binge, they do tend to be between the 45 to an hour mark.
Yeah, but you only get 12 episodes max on those. South Park recently, it's been 26 episodes of the half hour, which turns out to be about the same time. You know, it's very close in time anyway.
So do you think maybe that they're going to extend the length of the episodes, but reduce the amount of episodes per season?
I think we're going to get both. I think we're going to get these.
Ooh.
I think they filmed a few of these. I think they're ahead of the curve. And I think we're still going to get seasons. I think we're going to still get regular episodes.
We got joy. We had fun. We had seasons in the sun.
Because we don't know exactly what this episode means quite yet. People went back in time. We don't know what that could mean. They took a few different concepts. They took a few different ideas. There's a Futurama angle a little bit. Especially with the ending, I felt like let's do it again. Essentially, I could see them going that way. Days of Christmas Past, there was definitely some fingerprints there as well. But overall, aside from what it resembled, it was just a good episode. It was just brilliant TV, and they took us on a lot of twists and turns.
Yup.
The doorbell might be one of my favorite things, as stupid as it was. We sing in the future, your doorbell sings because
Your
we're
doorbell is
Jerome. It was
in
so
the future,
because
in the future, doorbells sing. Yes,
this is the future, and of course, in the future,
they were really like, they
hammered
went ham. Well, because we're in the future. We know. Dude, we know.
They really hammered it hard, and they were hammering on a lot of points. To be honest, they were, bam, really going ham.
See, the only thing I would say is that you see the middle episode, the one where they had the vaccines and everything,
right?
Like the way that they went quite meta with the end, like with Mr. Garrison talking to those guys, or whatever it was, the two guys, and we all know it's a wink and a nod. We know
it's
who
Matt
it is.
Trey. Yeah, they even showed
obviously. They even did like the whole like, this is how we animate them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they should. They took us behind the fucking wall.
They took us a demonstration on how they actually animate the episodes, which was pretty cool. Actually.
Yeah, we saw their animation software. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, the rigging, like how they rigged them up and stuff. But
yeah, it was neat.
I don't know if, I mean, to me that was a little bit like jarring almost, because I was like, oh, like they've never done that before. Why are they doing that now? Like, is that going to be a regular thing now?
I think they don't want to be the Simpsons.
Yeah, but like, it just feels like this last episode, like, it kind of leads into like, if they have to go back and figure out what happened and what went wrong and what changed everything, are they going to retouch on like doing that again? Like, are they going to have to talk to these creators? And
well, who knows? Well, see, that's the thing.
Knows?
So, from what I gathered from the middle episode, Garrison made a deal. We don't know what that deal is, but we do know it's with the people in charge, and that's Matt and Trey. So it's a very obvious thing, and they're only going to step in like they did in that case when they absolutely needed to. Garrison's not exactly, blabbing to the world and going too ham on it. We'll see how that goes. Maybe they'll somewhere down the road there'll be a power struggle or something. But the reality is they make it very obvious that there's never going to be a power struggle. They are the ones in charge, and they can snuff this out anytime they want. And I think that's kind of the point. They don't want to be the Simpsons. They don't want to be around just to be around and just to make the same episodes.
Yeah.
They were getting to the point where they couldn't do too much more with the same format. They had to make a change. Whether it's the adult versions, which, by the way, I would be okay with adult versions. I could watch them for a while. Few seasons, maybe even. But you could always go back and now use multiverse, because essentially that's what they created. We don't know what timeline they'll go back to, if it's the same, what changes will be. There's so much they can do.
The thing is that they've always been very good at like keeping up with things that are like trending. Yeah, like trending within like, and multiverses at the moment are like the massive big thing.
The biggest thing.
So, but they'll take it and they'll take it apart and go, this is why this is stupid, and this is why this doesn't work, and we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna change things up, and there's not a fucking thing you guys can do about it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It works, especially because they are doing everything else is so current. South Park does their stuff differently than everybody else to keep things current and really fresh. And they definitely achieved that. I mean, going to the future and taking our fears and magnifying them by 1,000,000 was jarring at points. Seeing people get arbitrarily killed and murdered, that was jarring. And it does, honestly, a few years ago, it would have seemed crazy. I don't know how crazy that felt to me. I was like, oh my God, I could see that. I want your package. You die. It's terrifying. That doesn't seem like too far of a jump 40 years from now. Scary, scary, scary. But that's what they do. They're very good about that. They're very smart and methodical, and that the whole episode was. But the stars were still the stars. Kyle was great, and I hate Kyle, but I like this grown-up version of Kyle. Stan was...
He's the hottest one out of them as well.
He was good looking. Ginger Heat. He looked like Ginger Heat.
He looked like Ginger Heat, except I didn't realize straight away that they were supposed to be like 50, like 40 or 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna jump forward, but they're gonna be like 20s or 30s or something.
Yeah, they'd be like 40, they're all supposed to be like 49.
yeah, I didn't click straight away that they were that age.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, Kyle's the only one that's actually grown up hot. So he does look like an older version of like Ginger Heat.
He does. Stan, what a disaster. But Stan's been on the disaster path for a long time. You know, they really they put him through the fucking works. He's the one who Scientology got a hold of. He's the one who struggled with the veal stuff. He's the one who had so many other fucking things. I had another point too, but
he was the one that had the problem with the pandemic, but he was like passing it off like, we need to save Butters.
Right. He's the one who broke down. He is that one. But
we'll get to him eventually.
It's been over and over and over. Oh God, Butters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I enjoyed that he became his father still. You know, and nobody was really doing anything. Everybody was kind of their own, and I remember, for me, but everyone was their own boss doing a small business. I was like, "Fuck you."
I remember saying at the time as well. It was like the message was, "Oh, my friends will know. My closest friends will know." And they didn't. They like the closest friends did practically nothing. It was all the background characters, not until the end. But the background characters were the ones that found all the little breadcrumbs and put everything together. I actually would have liked if
they would have continued that. If those would have been the ones, it wouldn't have made sense because
it drove the point home though.
It did, but eventually they did stop doing that, and Kyle is the one who figured it out. So or Stan did, one of them did, but a couple of them did though. A couple of them figured it out on their own that it would be up somebody's butt. It's up his ass. It's up his ass, dude.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was. I wish they would have did that because it would have really shit in the mouth of those three. But he did always Kenny did always love Stan and Kyle. So I don't know. I enjoyed the way that they told it. Kenny becoming a scientist, a genius scientist, was really cool.
Billionaire as well,
philanthropist scientist. My God,
that's amazing.
It's pretty cool. It was neat, and they did the Maggie Simpson thing where they still wouldn't let him talk. And they did the setups where they kept talking over him and stuff. But it was neat. But let's get it out of the way. Eric fucking Cartman. Holy fuck.
I think was you disappointed?
No. Here's the thing. I wasn't sure what Cartman we were going to get. I do know this. I would have never have guessed that in a million fucking years. You could have given me a million chances to guess. I would have never said he fucking is a Jewish man with a fucking Jewish family. 2 Jewish children. Would have never. 3, excuse me. 3. Fuck you, Cat.
Fuck you, Cat.
Fuck you, Uncle Cat. Fucking, oh my, and the wife. A little snack, by the way. Little Jewish mama. It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
I loved how they kept the pettiness of the stuff. Like Kyle was still like, he's doing this to fuck with me.
Right, from the jump.
He's so scarred by his friendship with Cartman that even 50 years later, or 40 years later, whatever it is, he's still fucking with me.
But to be fair, I think we all kind of feel like it's coming. Like, this is Eric fucking Cartman here we're talking about. This is the man who fed a child his own parents. This is Eric fucking Cartman.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, this is no mercy. And this is, how great of a fuck you is that? I'm going to become a better Jew than you? I'm going to live the life that your parents wanted you to live while you're still living in their house alone? Fuck.
Yep.
It's brilliant. It's evil. It's Cartman-esque. And it just makes a lot of sense because I'm a good Jew, Cal. Fuck you, Cal. But I'm not sure that was the case. I honestly feel that Cartman really did do it for legitimate reasons. But by the end of that episode, we see the old Cartman start to revert, and his children are on fucking board.
Do you remember that when we watched Archer and we were like, when there's the season where he comes out of the coma and then he realizes everyone's better when he's not around and he brings out like the worst, and then he realizes actually he brings out the best in them, but it's the same with the South Park characters. because they brought out so many different things in each other.
Well, the whole
that
town, if you
even,
think about it.
yeah, for Cartman, when he gets away from the other guys, he stops fucking with them. He actually becomes an Orthodox Jew, for fuck's sake. but the other two, when they're not constantly correcting his bad behavior, they just become so self-righteous and pointless. They don't even have families.
No.
Neither of them have grown up and got married or had kids. Cartman, the bad kid, has gone good, and the others they just fucking did nothing.
And I love that they covered all bases too, because Stan left, but Kyle stayed. So there's no way that you can go, well, Cartman left. Maybe that's the reason. No. This is about choices. They needed something to keep them together, whether it was Cartman's antics or just the broship in general. They really hit that home, and it was a really cool little touching thing. There was obviously some It type of vibes as well, coming back. But I love that the second they all come back, the town explodes in chaos, just like the old times. Yeah. And it continues that trend, and then some of the older folks start getting involved a little bit. Randy, obviously. But I mean, it just, fuck, man. It was such a ride, and it was so insane. And Paramount what a good investment. They paid them a lot of money too. This was a mega deal, and I think they're getting 19 movies. So everybody was wondering, what the fuck? What does that mean? They only did one movie. At the beginning, if you notice, they specified what a movie was. If you go back and watch the beginning, the first thing that they say, they specify what a movie is, and that was really funny. I thought that was a good touch. We're going to get 19 of these fucking things, Nixy.
That's awesome.
That is pretty goddamn awesome.
Goddamn awesome.
Loved it. But, however, I'm not sure it was the best television show I've seen in the last 24 hours. Because we just watched the new episode of Wheel of Time. And it was good.
It was really good.
Really good. And the funny thing is, this was episode 4, season 1. And the funny thing about it was, I want to say it was an hour and 6 minutes long. 50 minutes of those was just narrative. It was just talking. A lot of explaining, but still, they changed environments. They changed the reasons for conversations. They changed the structure and all of that. But it was still very talking heavy. And I didn't get bored for a second. I didn't lose interest for a second. But, of course, I'm watching with a different mindset. I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking for all the things to validate my love. Yeah. But good TV is still good TV. And they built to that fucking crescendo.
But it's quite funny because obviously you're a book reader.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a completely different experience for you than it is for me and some of the others that were watching it with you that haven't read the books. We have no idea what's coming. So we don't know what changes there are either. So we're like, Dave, is that supposed to happen? Is that supposed to happen? And we're picking your brain, and you're like, I don't want to say too much.
It's hard because they've made such changes, especially at the end of this episode. If it means, and we're not going to go too spoiler heavy because it just dropped, but if it means what it looks like it means, and they've already changed a lot, this is a massive change.
If it is what it's supposed to be.
Which I'm not convinced it is.
Okay.
If one thing that they are driving home,
you think it's a red herring?
I think it's well. There's things. This is where my book reading comes in advantage. This is where I have the advantage because there's another thing that could mean that makes sense. And there's a term. Do you want me to tell you my theory real quick? Just say it because it's not you're gonna know the term. You've already heard the term a couple times in the books, but I think because it looks like they showed that another character just became the Dragon Reborn or revealed themselves to be the Dragon Reborn. First, it's far too early for that. It's far too early.
Yeah.
But can I tell you what I think we just saw?
What did we... Okay, tell me what you think.
And I'm only telling you this because they've already said the term that I'm going to say. If they hadn't, I wouldn't be saying this term. But they said the word a few times now, Amerlin Seat. The Amerlin Seat. The Amerlin Seat is the the leader of the Aes Sedai. That's like the president, the person in charge, the king, the queen, not king, the queen.
Okay.
The literally a queen, essentially. She rules everything. And it also means whatever Aja she is, that's the controlling house as well. So there's importance.
Oh, so the different colors are like different houses.
It's all politics.
Right. Okay.
It's all politics. So the tower has the Amerlin seat, and the Amerlin seat can show extreme displays of power, and usually that's what denotes them as potentials for the Amerlin seat. And I think that's what we saw. Just because the spoilers, 5, 4, 3, 2, fuck off. Nynaeve is too, like, her character is so far removed from what the Dragon Reborn is. It just doesn't make this would be such a dramatic rewrite, and considering they've already started walking down the path of her in Lan, this just makes no sense. Like, and as much as I appreciate the gender diversity and all the things that they're doing, and I do, because I think it's very light-handed. I think a lot of the writing, especially with the two dudes sitting by the fire together, obviously the not even homosexuals, everybody just fucks everybody, and it's open and just
oh yeah,
they've really been light about it. It's been very passing.
Yeah.
But the one thing that they can't fuck with is that the Dragon Reborn is male. That's incredibly important, because it kind of, if the Dragon Reborn is female, even if it's still a male soul inhabiting a female body, I just think it draws too much away from a real important aspect that they've already started to touch on, which is the man versus the female dynamic when it comes to touching the source.
Yeah, they're not supposed to touch the source because it drives them mad. Because
some of them women are a lot more protective of it than others. You notice how the Reds are. That bitch is fucking fiery over that shit.
The first thing she says in the first episode is like, you touch it and you turn it to filth.
You make it filthy.
Yeah, you make it filthy.
Not that it makes them filthy, which is they're the victims. No. It's becoming they become tainted. She doesn't give a fuck. You're making my fucking magic dirty, you pieces of shit.
Can I ask a question that I don't think it would be technically spoiler heavy. It's just an explanation that maybe we'll get later that I just asked now. But do men have a choice if they touch the source or not? Because the way Tom was talking in, like, I don't want to say too much because obviously the episode just dropped, but okay. the way Tom was explaining it to the boy, he was sort of implying that you don't necessarily get a choice. It's not a choice that they make, and then they have to just deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
And then the gentling, which is the taking away of the power, is really
what a term,
really
right?
Like well, I kind of like the fact that it's called that, because they say that, you know, it takes a woman to to bring out a gentle side in a man. So I understand why that like the terminology is so good. Right. It's just that it's obviously not what it sounds like. No. It's obviously something far more invasive, far more.
It strips them.
It strips them of their entire essence.
They touched on that too, about how important just man or woman, you get that source taken from you, and that also implies that women can be gentle as well. Which, spoiler, they very much fucking can, and it's way worse. A woman who gets taken the source from them, that's. I can't wait to see that.
They are naturally able to touch the source. So.
But so men can try just to learn. Like we saw Egwene and a couple others try to start to do stuff. They can do that. They can, but it's heavily discouraged, obviously, and it's forbidden. It's taboo. You don't do it. However, as we've seen, sometimes it just happens, an explosion of power. And when that happens, they no longer have a choice, because once you've touched the source, that's it.
Yeah.
You're not giving it up.
Yeah. Okay.
We saw that.
Because we saw things that we were like, oh shit, but I just wondered if it was like so they a lot of men don't have a choice. It just happens.
99% don't.
Because why would you want to incur madness on yourself if you knew that would happen? So
you wouldn't. Only the glory chasers, the ones who feel they can be the dragon reborn, because
the arrogant ones that think that they're I'm the chosen one. Yeah.
But why not? The wheel spits out. I mean, I love how they have different ideologies and thought about what the wheel is, and they're so sure of the wheel, even more so than we are with the gods. They know that wheel is turning, and they know that wheel is spitting souls out. And I just love the different interpretations that they're touching on. And there was a lot of beauty in that episode. There was some great quotes.
There was some amazing shift of perspective,
right?
Which is, I'm assuming, one of the things that makes this story so good, because I've already seen that in previous episodes where it's kind of like it's all about perceiving something from a different point of view.
Well, think about what the whole premise is. It's about one type of power that someone has access to, one half of the population has access to, and the other is completely forbidden from touching it. So the whole show, the whole book series, was about reversing that taboo. Once the fucking dragon is reborn, being able to remove the taint or potentially remove the taint or make it...
I'm such a child, I'm sorry.
Taint.
You're removing the taint from the men. You're taking away the taint.
You have a taint, though, right?
Excuse me?
You have a taint, correct? You have a gooch. You have an area between your pussy and butthole.
But I thought the taint was specifically underneath the ball sack.
It's the area that connects the butt and the balls. It's not the balls. It's.
I don't have balls, Dave.
You
I don't know if you're aware of that.
But I understand that. But do you have a space between your pussy and asshole?
Well, obviously.
Well, that's your gooch. It might be a small gooch, but it's a gooch nonetheless. I think it's gooch adjacent.
I have always assumed only men can have a taint.
It probably is, and I misspoke. But I'm gonna stand by this because I'm gonna die on this hill. And
Dave's going to die on this hill that women can have a taint. Do women have taints? No. It's underneath of a ball sack. Come on.
Do women have taints? What is a woman taint called? No, there is. And it's a different word. It has two words, and I've known this. And yes, yes. It's the perineum. All right? The perineum, also called the taint, grundle, or gooch, is generally a defined surface as the surface region in both males and females between the pubic symphysis and the coccyx. The diamond-shaped area.
I've never heard.
Shush! The diamond-shaped. You will kneel. The diamond-shaped area on the. I will
not kneel.
You were wrong. I was even given. I thought I was wrong, but as Albert Einstein famously quoted, the only time that I am ever wrong is when I think that I am wrong. The diamond-shaped area on the inferior surface of the trunk, which includes the anus and, in females, the vagina.
I feel like we should put this to a Twitter poll and see how many other people...
Suck my perineum.
I've never heard anyone say a female taint.
It is. No, you're just... You made me doubt myself, but I knew that you had a gooch. We all have gooches. We all have taints.
Yeah, gooch is like the feminine version of it.
No, but they're just four different words.
Taint is male.
Nope.
Right?
Nope. That's
what it's always been to me.
All interchangeable for the perineum is the technical term for all of it. But there are three other: taint, gooch, and the underutilized grundle. I love the grundle. And I honestly, for a second, I thought that you had grundle. But nope. It is all four. Interchangeable. You got a gooch. You got an area. Let's suck a taint. Let's go.
Suck my taint.
Suck a taint. Riveter says, happy day after Thanksgiving, my friends.
Happy leftovers day.
Yes.
Woo!
Are you eating any perineums?
Like the Americans that left us.
We're perineums?
Are the leftovers.
Yep. Oh.
Just the leftovers.
No, you're the leftovers.
You're the leftovers.
No, you're literally the leftovers. You're left over. We left you.
The grundle.
And you're left over. You're the ones who just, unfortunately, your ancestors didn't get on the boat, Nixy, and it's all right. Would you like to come live here?
Wow. My ancestors didn't get on the boat.
They said, fuck the Mayflower. The Mayflower said, fuck them. I don't know. TKO, the Grundle.
The Grundle.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, at least we have a name for the episode.
I don't feel like we should refer to a woman's gooch as a taint.
So, all right, what is your preferred term?
I like perineum, actually. I think that's
you want to just use perineum?
I think that's kind of pretty.
It is pretty, considering what it is. It's the nicest. I mean, it's not a very nice portion of the body. It doesn't look good. Probably forget to clean it most times. Not that I do, of course. I'm clean.
I mean, you know, women in general tend to make sure that the entire area is clean.
Don't men?
Not all men.
I get in there. That's true. You got to wash. I get in there with just all kinds of soap, and I'm just, really.
I had an ex who was very allergic to any kind of soap, water, toothpaste, anything you could think of. He was heavy too.
Why are you an ex? Why would you guys be exes? I don't understand.
Why?
Riveter, every chance I can, Dave. I love some good Grundle with a side of Nash. Oh, God. That was too close to gash.
You made me pull the bulldog face, and I like it.
Good Grundle and gash.
That's a great duo name.
Right? The episodic adventures of Grundle and Gash. You want to animate Grundle and Gash, and I'll do the writing?
Grundle and Gash.
Grundle
if
and
I
Gash.
had the talent, Dave.
You do have the talent. You could do a comic book fucking strip of Grundle and Gash. What are you talking about?
You want to write jokes?
Yes. I want to write stories. I want to write of their adventures.
Only if you want rough drawings. I'm not getting into all that bullshit of having to doing everything. Time consuming.
Dave, my youngest, walked out of the casino today up $400.
I thought that was a comma. I was like, $40,000.
I had to read that a few times too, because I was like, we gonna sizzler. We gonna sizzler. Come on, name that movie, fuckers. We gonna sizzler. That's a deep cut, though. I don't think anyone's gonna get that one. No one's here because you guys all suck.
Your picture on Twitter was very cute. Did you see his picture?
Whose? Rivy's?
Yeah.
Yes, with his kids.
It's very cute, Rivy. Very cute.
You're an adorable man, Muffin. I'm glad you're having a good time, man, with the family and you're doing stuff. That's wonderful.
With the family.
I don't want to have another holiday season like this holiday season. I'm not enjoying being this alone. Whether I get back to fucking Germany or not, or I create something new, I can't fucking do this no more. I need a partner in crime, man. Your boy is going crazy. I need some pussy too. Well, hey, Riveter got it. White man can't jump. He got it. That's true. I can't wait to get home tomorrow and get back to my bed. What an old man. Looks like Snoop Dogg has released new music video. Oh, let me run over and watch it.
Is Snoop Dogg, when he makes music, it's literally music with him going, yeah, every 5 seconds.
1,
that's it.
2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre is at your door. Don't you know that we're gonna get this club really crunk? And I know you bitches wanna get real drunk, Nixy. What you talking about, see? You wanna go ahead and be a little cute show day. I am the Snoop to the Jizzle, the end to the... Oh, I can't say the end to the Izzle, right? Can I say end to the Izzle?
Oh, no.
I can do that. That's okay. I'm rapping as Snoop. That's all right. I was snooping it.
I don't think that gets you the pass,
but I didn't say the word. I said end to the Izzle. People say damn ninja all the time, and that meaning the same thing. Or what's the difference in even saying N-word? That's bullshit. I need Diva. Actually, I don't want her ruling. She scares me.
Yeah, because if you're wrong, that's it.
The whole world's going to know I'm wrong.
She's taking you out, dude.
She is. That woman's not the one, Daniel-son.
Yup. She will set fire to you.
I gotta feel like dating her would be like dating Xena. You know, it's like, oh, fuck.
Warrior princess.
What battle we fighting today, Xena? Time for another one.
She's a
another one.
firecracker.
Of course, you can say end to the nizzle. Can you say end to the nizzle? I would like to say end to the izzle because that's how it would be spelled. End to the izzle.
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Well, don't worry. I'll just get canceled.
Nixy Knox does not approve this end to
Nixy
the
Knox.
izzle.
Nixy Knox, on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, would like to say that these miscreants, that these rabble-rousers that once left our magnificent motherland are not any way associated with the wonderful thoughts and incredibly inclusive mindset of Nixy Knox, all of this wonderful British people, I say, the Queen. There you go. I saved you. You're good. What? You're impressed by my Queen impression, I see.
Oh, yeah, that's
The Queen!
The Queen?
The Queen! Oh.
The Queen of England.
She's the Queen of England. She's the Queen of something. Queen of my heart. You guys could jump into the Discord if you want to sound off on any of the shows that we talked about or anything else. We're opening it up after this. Nixie doesn't look that impressed. Well, that's...
Sorry, I just have resting unimpressed face.
Oh, okay. I thought it was resting bitcherous face. Careful, bitcherous.
Careful, bitcherous.
I do love the new color on the hair, by the way.
Thank you. It's not necessarily new, but it's a repaint.
Can you ever just take the compliment ever?
Nope.
It is new.
Yeah.
It's a refreshing. You were very happy. But, you were happy about the refreshing. You were excited. I try to give it, and what do I get? At least I get a dance. A little sexy dance. All right. She's wiggling. That's something. You're welcome, Internet.
Shut up.
Everybody's moving.
You know the funny thing?
What? What's the funny thing?
Every time that you do little dance offs on Twitch and you stream and you like put the music up and you're like, and I'm dancing with you, and I'm like, we're dancing together, and I'm like, yeah.
And now you're
That's
not
really
dancing with yourself. Now you're dancing with the copious king, and that's never a bad place to be dancing.
Or if we're gonna dance with somebody.
I want to dance with somebody. Well, with somebody who loves me.
I want to feel the heat
with somebody. All right, remember this is going to YouTube. We can only do so much of that.
We can only do 2 words.
Yes, that's right. They will strike down upon us with a mighty vengeance, I think.
With somebody who likes me.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we need to do. We need to come up with
it's parody,
copyright-friendly versions. Not even full parody, just completely different rewrites. Like, what's love got to do with it? You can title, "Why does caring about somebody matter?" See, this could be great. A horse with no name. That's not Mr. Ed. Bam. Anonymous equestrian.
A cow with a complex.
See, you could do the other way. You can come up with different words for it. Then someone's got to figure out the song title that it was supposed to be. That feels like it's already a game, though, and I just plagiarized the fuck out of something. Because that's too good of an idea to have not existed.
Uh-huh.
It felt like a real smart one to come out of my face, so I take note of it. So YouTube audience, some nights we're just not going to get a live audience here on Twitch. And we're going to they're not going to be the longest episodes in the world, but you did get something tonight. I don't got much else. Do you got much else?
No.
No.
Not today.
What was better for you, South Park or Wheel of Time?
Oh. I liked both on for different reasons. Because South Park, because I've watched it for so long and seen the kids and then seeing them grown up. I loved that. Well, that was awesome. So I really enjoyed that, but then I'm really enjoying Wheel of Time. And getting into a new series as well, because I'm such a fantasy nerd and I can't fucking get enough of this shit.
And this is a real good one too. But that was a real fancy push, you know that, right? That was a good way of straddling the crevasse that was the question of which I asked you. Are you limbered up? Because if you straddled any farther, you'd have to be limbered up, is all I'm saying.
Do I look limber?
You do look limber. Very bendy.
Do you have to let it limber?
Jesus H. fucking Christ. All right. We're still on the Twitter. We might even be, by the time this gets uploaded, there's a possibility we'll still be the Twitch, not Twitter. Twitch is where we are, because I'm going to play some Pokemans and some other shits, and we're going to have a good time.
Good old jolly time.
Good old right. Good jolly good time. I do think indeed.
Jolly good time, sir.
Quite
jolly good time.
Right indeed.
Quite
Nixy,
right.
tell them where they can find you and what you do and any things that you might have going on currently.
Nixy Nax on Twitch.
Okay.
On Twitter.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Okay.
And Nix Nax. I'm doing a lot of photography. I've been really back on my photography game recently.
Oh yeah, I need to check that out because I love your photography.
We're doing lots of Viking looks, especially like war paint looks and stuff. I've been featured twice.
Oh, I've been seeing that. Yeah, you
That's
have. On what site?
Nordic Sisterhood.
Nordic Sisterhood.
This is actually one of their jumpers.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Represent. Are you part of the
Represent.
Sisterhood?
I am.
Nice. Do you have a card?
No.
Like a license?
No.
So what makes you a part of it? Just having a vagina?
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit. A braided a vagina gets you in the clubs
wait.
now?
You know what makes me part of it?
What?
My perineum.
And that is full circle, which is also very close to the perineum. So, thank you. You like it? Yeah, it was good. That was good. It connects. Literally connects. Connective tissue. Oh, the connective tissue.
The connective tissue.
On. Thank you guys for being here on YouTube. Come check us out on Twitch, and you can give us more content. Callers, questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, quips, quotes. Actually be a part of the fucking show.
Would be nice.
Would be nice.
Must be nice.
Yeah, Jesus. Must be fucking nice.
Fucking nice.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Enjoy our outro, which is basically the perineum of this show. Bye. So don't worry, TKO. We're not actually leaving yet. Yeah, this is still on YouTube. Yeah, breaking the wall. Good night, Nixy.